Hello, lovelies. Welcome to Lanmou Tarot. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a general reading for the collective. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for your patience. The Ten of Pentacles just jumped for you there, Scorpios. I got really sick while traveling, and I had to take a little break to recover. I'm still on the mend, but I'm happy to be able to get those readings out for February. And the dailies have also resumed. And I hope that this message from Spirit reach you in good spirit, and that you can apply it for your best and highest good during this time, okay? And Scorpios, please ground yourself as you listen to this reading. You have a lot of jumpers, Scorpio. You have a lot of jumpers. Look at this. It's non-stop for you, Scorpio. I really want to communicate with you, Scorpio, but I don't feel like we're ready yet, right? It's not even jittery. It's just almost a playfulness. It's almost like they put, Spirit is like tugging at my ear almost. It's sense of playfulness here if you're reading. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Spirit, what message do you have for Scorpio? What guidance do you have for Scorpio? And folks, I'm still recovering. If you hear coughing or my voice starts to crack, forgive me. All right. Here we go, Scorpio. Here we go. All right. Here we go. All right. And Scorpios, we start with the Nine of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles has been very popular today. The Ten of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Three of Swords, and we have the Death card. Your card shows up here, Scorpio. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. Okay, this is a little bit more darker than I thought it would be, Scorpio, but here we go. But excuse me, we start here with the Nine of Cups, and this man is standing in this lavish palace. It seems like on a balustrade sits those 9 golden cups, and he's looking at them in a very detached way. Like those cups are things that he owned. He's not so much attached to it, right? It's almost like, when a rich man have a younger beautiful girl in their arms, and it's kind of like a sense of ownership. I own this love. Like this girl is part of my collection of beautiful things I have. That's a feeling that I'm getting from this Knight of Cups here, Scorpio, for you. It's not a sense of wish fulfillment and satisfaction. It's a sense of, yeah, that's mine. This golden palace, mine. This Nine of Cups, mine. Are you impressed yet? Oh, Scorpios. And at the bottom here, we have the Five of... Excuse me. We have the... I shouldn't even try to laugh because I have tickled every single time I laugh, but I can't help it. At the bottom of this Nine of Cups, we have the Five of Wands. Okay? And this Five of Wands here, there's a real battle going on. Right? It's not just a heated debate. And on this deck, the Five of Wands is a real fight. It's a passionate fight, by the way. It's not a fight of, oh, we debating our, oh my gosh, look at this. Forever, I'm reading this card. And by the way, I just love this deck. I started reusing it last month. I always see this structure behind him as a tent. I'm like, the tent is on fire. But I just noticed just now that this is actually a volcano. There's an eruption here, Scorpio. There's an eruption here. I think you're coming into an understanding of something. It's as if like you knew something wasn't quite right with a situation, okay? You feel like something wasn't quite right. Like someone was playing a little game with you, Scorpio. Or perhaps you are playing a little game with someone. And there's been an eruption. And it's as if almost you are playing along with that person, with that thing. You are playing along. And it comes to a point, a boiling point, where it's like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. And we know, Scorpio, you play along, you play nice for a while, and once you've had enough, you've had enough. You cut ties really quickly, and it's fast, and it's permanent. You don't go back on your words. Okay? Scorpios do not go back on the words, on their words. And here we have this Five of Wands, and this there's a whole I'm sorry, there's a whole volcano erupting in the back. It's like this real energy, like earthly energy that's happening here. And next to the Nine of Cups is the Knight of Pentacles. Things will just got really serious here. I feel the intensities. I can feel the intensity, Scorpio. I feel it. Okay, I'm trying to like literally temper myself, and perhaps that's how you're feeling right now. You feel like a need for you to temper yourself, to just like you're trying to temper yourself, to not really explode, because this can go really bad. This volcano can really erupt. Okay, you're trying to like let it flow a little bit more tamely, if you will. Okay, and you have the Knight of Pentacles here next to the Knight of Cups, and there's a sense here of needing to 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 like there's a need to halt. Okay, there's a message that's supposed to come, or that's supposed to be delivered, but there's a need to slow down, this whole thing. Okay, you feel like you need to slow down where this is going. And it's the Three of Swords at the bottom of this Knight of Pentacles. This has caused some hurt. This has caused some hurt. I feel like there was a situation that was supposed to bring fulfillment. Perhaps that fulfillment was a promise, okay? But what you didn't see was all the trouble and all the conflict that came with it. What was hiding from you is all the conflict behind this golden palace and all these beautiful things you are being seen. What you couldn't see was this. I feel like there's a sense of sneakiness. And by the way, it's the moon we have at the bottom of this deck. Okay? There was a sense of secrecy. There was a sense of almost like there was a veil. There was a, like there was something that it's like the magicians playing, right? They pull they pull that curtain, and then they do their little tricks, and then the curtain has been removed, right? Behind the curtain, you didn't see how all the magic was being made. All you saw was the beautiful flower that came out of nowhere for the magician. It's that satisfaction, is that golden palace. But there was some real conflict. There was some real trouble brewing, okay? And you felt the need to halt on your way towards that happiness. On your way, things kind of like you had to take a break there. You had to stand your ground, okay? Because there was a real feeling of sorrow because of that conflict. That conflict brought a real pain to somebody or to a situation. And we have the ten of swords next to that knight. The Ten of Swords is that card of bloodiness, of pain, completion, right? But here in this Ten of Cups, someone is basically looking at the damage. He's not coming to that man's help. That man has all the Ten of Cups, almost like the damage is already done. He's just sitting there quite comfortably, like that had nothing to do with him. Like he's had nothing to do with this. He wasn't the one who caused all that damage. He's just literally assessing that situation like, okay, that happened. Now what? And we have almost like a eclipse in the background here with that moon, right? There's a sense of darkness. The sun has been hidden. The sun can't even shine on this. And we have the death card. So we have the Ten of Swords and the death card. And I know the death card is your card, Scorpio, but this is a sign of ending. It was an ending that came like, it was swift. It was a brutal ending. And it was an ending that, like, someone aimed to kill. Someone aimed, perhaps, it was a blow, it was to your heart, right? That person wanted to really cause hurt to you. They wanted to break your heart. But I don't think they got to your heart, Scorpio. They wanted to break your heart. But I don't think they ever got to your heart. Because that shield, the swords are planted in the shield. This swords never reach your heart. Or if it's you was doing that to someone who's caused that pain, was trying to hurt someone because a mask has been removed, that person was protected in some way. But nonetheless, a brutal ending is the result. A brutal ending is the result because there was secrecy, because there were lies. This is not a story about following intuition. This is not a story about, you know, the moon here is not represented. This is the face is showing now in the moon. They cannot hide anymore, okay? The truth is revealed. You can see the man that was in the shadow. We can actually see his face like in the moon. It was eclipse here, but now it's literally showing in the moon. Spirit will reveal that to you. Whatever this was hiding from you, it's being shown. Excuse me. And I normally see that death card here as the after death, right? There's a sense of celebration. It's almost like the anniversary of the death, and it's like almost like a ritualistic mood to it, with this, you know, lady in the nude dancing under that sunset, beautiful sunset, and then they have the golden skull and all of that. There's a sense of a ritual. It's as if like that ending was an offer. That ending needed to happen. That completion is supposed to happen, so you really can see, to open your eyes. I don't know what's going on in your world, Scorpio, at this point, but just know that whatever it is, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. And I feel like your instinct has been telling you that all along. Okay? So your instinct has been telling you that. Yeah. That person may be trying to mask their true face. But if you follow your intuition, you listen to your instinct, which the moon is the also a card of intuition and instinct, you will see it. You will be able to see that face. That face will become clearer and clearer to you. Okay, Scorpio? There is a real deep sense of like someone was playing a little game with you. And they were playing a game with your emotions. They thought they had the best of you. It's almost like they did stuff to hurt you purposefully. There is change in the air, but the change, it's not, you shouldn't be fazed by it. That ending shouldn't faze you. It's something that needed to happen. That completion needed to happen. That Nine of Cups, it was, I don't know what's in that cups, but it was nothing good that you want, Scorpio. It's nothing it's a facade. Okay? And my bestie sister is a Scorpio. I'm reading this and I hope that does not resonate with her. And this card just flew to the floor. Oh, I hope you didn't see me in this because I am not in the thing. Oh, children. That's the card that quiet, ferociously flew down there. Your love life is being affected by children. So, for some of you, this is the Woman's Oracle card, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Perhaps whatever it is that ended here, Scorpio, that's something that happened in the past. That's something that needed to pass. And I hope for that's the case as well. That's something that happened in the past. That's something that's already happened. That ending has already happened. And like I said here, there's a sense of like almost an anniversary get together here. The way they bring the flower, the alchemist is sitting here with the golden skull, like, right? And they both have this flowers in their hand, and the ladies dancing in the background. There's a sense of a ritual, of an offering. It's almost like, let's come to visit the grave. Like, so that, I feel like it might have already happened, the worst of this. You've already come to an understanding of what was going on here, okay? And perhaps there was children involved, or perhaps it's something from your childhood, Scorpio. Your love life is being affected by children. Or perhaps if it's a romantic situation you're dealing with, that person had kids, perhaps that was the mask. Perhaps someone lied to you about they had a whole other family. Perhaps someone lied to you. That struck you to your heart. It was a blow to you. Okay? You didn't know. Or perhaps you yourself wanted, thought you were gonna have a family with that person, and that's how everything came to be. You realize who you were dealing with in regards to family, and trying to build that family, and bringing and trying to bring children to the world. Okay? But just know, whatever it is that was, it wasn't good. It needed to happen so you can move to that next level. Because at the bottom of the deck, you have your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So if this here, it's like it needed to happen, it needed to go. This death card is not a sad death card. The way he's sitting there is, he's not looking sad, looking at the damage. He's looking like, okay, this is taken care of. Good. Now, next. Right? I can see the true face. Like, this needed to happen, and now you can move on to the next. With every ending is a new beginning, and that new beginning, it's gonna be something that's much better for you. Okay, it's gonna bring you the level of commitment that you really wanted. It's gonna bring you that security that you really wanted, Scorpio. And I hope this reading is helpful to you and shed some light, perhaps, on something that you're dealing with. And that's a message from Spirit today. So it wasn't more sunny, and I hope that you come back really soon. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel called to do so. And thank you so much for your continued support. Enjoy the rest of February. Happy Valentine's Day. And remember, love is the only answer.